Welcome to Talks with Dorks, and this is an episode that I'd love to say looking forward to, but like this has all just popped up in the space of the last day. Either way, hello, Kurt here. I'm joined by Damo today. This is your go-to geek podcast, and I guess what I should say is this is the sort of episode that I look forward to because we've all got our like individual geekdoms and nerddoms here. I mean, some guys are Power Rangers fans, some of us are anime fans, some of us are gaming, wrestling, you name it. But one thing that unites most of us, I think all of us in fact, is that we are comic book fans. And there's a couple of comic book movies that are in the works. Talked about some of them on last week's episode, like some of the stuff that's coming up with DC. But I'm gonna level with you. About 24 hours ago at the moment we record this, I had no idea what this episode of the podcast was going to end up being about. We had nothing. And then the comic book gods graced us by dropping, firstly, as we record this, it's Tuesday the 21st. Yesterday, as we record this, Marvel dropped the next teaser trailer for Avengers Doomsday. And straight away, we're both on that. But then, just as we think we've got the whole episode hashed out and it was going to be a big old trailer breakdown, literally 25 minutes before we pressed record here, to the extent that we didn't even know it until I booted up YouTube to do one final check before hitting record, Marvel dropped a second trailer. The final trailer for Spidey, Brand New Day, which drops in just a couple of weeks' time. I mean, mate, Damo, where do we want to start with this?
It's a hard one. Where do we start?
I mean, part of me wants to say start with the thing that we planned, which was the Doomsday trailer, but we've literally seconds ago watched the Spidey trailer, and we'd prepared notes for Doomsday, whereas Spidey is a very raw reaction now. So I say let's go with that one because while it's still fresh in our heads, I mean, firstly, I'm a very classic nerd in that, call me basic if you like, Spider-Man is up there amongst my favourites, if not my favourite superhero. There's been some superhero movies I can take or leave. I've never not watched a Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, I've watched all the Spider-Man. He's one of my favourites.
Yeah.
All the animations.
Yeah. I'm talking about the animations. Can we please, sooner rather than later, get the end of the Miles Morales Spider-Verse trilogy, please? Like, how dare you leave us on a cliffhanger with that? But Brand New Day especially, like, it's a lot of stuff's been building up to this. It's adapting seemingly two big storylines, with the actual Brand New Day storyline, which is kind of what we kicked off with at the end of No Way Home, which is when they forget his name and forget his identity, and kind of reboots and starts from scratch. So that's an established storyline already, except it's Mephisto, the devil, who does it rather than Doctor Strange. So we got that, but also we're kind of getting like the Man Spider storyline as well, where like Peter's powers start kind of further mutating, and in the comic books it's when he grows the extra arms and all of that, and we're definitely getting a version of that. So two very pivotal Spider-Man stories are getting adapted here, but more so than anything, how the hell has it taken us this many Spider-Man movies to get this, the most comic accurate Spider-Man ever?
Do you reckon they will go with the extra arms in this movie?
I'd see. I feel bad for anyone who's like seen other episodes with me lately, because I've said this near enough every time I've spoken about the movie, but this is the first episode that me and you have been on together for a while. Yes. There's a shot in one of the other trailers, and we'll start unpacking the new trailer in a second. There's a shot in one of the previous trailers for Brand New Day where it's the scene that you do see in this new trailer where he's in, I think it's like a prison area with members of the Hand, and they all sort of start jumping on him, and that's when, you know, the eyes go black and the powers start coming out again. But there's a shot where he fires two hands to thwips of web, and just like the angle and like the position of his arms and stuff like that, just looking at it, I feel like there's maybe some extra arms underneath the two that are firing the webs that have maybe been CGI'd out, because you know Marvel always edits all the trailers like that. But I feel like, yeah, we're going to get the extra arms. Whether we're getting it there, I don't know, but I feel there's just my Spidey sense is, funny enough, a tingling just watching that scene. I just feel like something's been edited.
See, I really hope we do, but obviously because it is Marvel, they want to keep it to a wide audience.
Oh
If
yeah,
they go
and
that way, it might throw people off that don't
yeah,
know that version.
yeah, but also again, like, you know, for many people that'll be a brand new story. And
Be a big
yeah,
talking point for the new people, yeah.
yeah. I mean, we already know that we're getting the organic webbing in this one, which the only part of me is I hope that they do it the way they did it in the storyline when it happened, which is he gets organic webbing kind of temporarily because his powers are going haywire, but then we go back to the web shooters. I quite like web shooter Spidey, admittedly.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, you know, it gives you a narrative angle in fights. Like, oh, crap, he's broken my web shooters, or I'm out of web fluid. Now I have to find a new way to navigate round. Now I'm fighting with a handicap. Like, I kind of like it when your superhero has like an out in terms of something that can throw a spanner in the works. Like, you don't want it to be too OP, and you don't.
That's why it was always in a cartoon where he's in mid-fight and he'll run out and he'll fall, hit the ground. Yeah, stuff like that. Keep it
See,
interesting.
we're getting the organic webbing in this one. I like the fact that in a previous trailer they've already mentioned, oh, Peter too had organic webs. Tobey Maguire's Peter. So yeah, I quite like that. But yeah, let's start talking about this new trailer, because it's a 2.5 minute long trailer, about half of which is actually just recapping. It's literally called Peter's story or Peter's journey.
He's reading a note, isn't he?
Yeah, he's reading.
It starts off with that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's reading a note that he wrote to MJ. It's just Peter narrating as you see like clips from all the previous movies of sort of Peter's story, him, you know, revealing his identity to Ned, MJ finding out their relationship, the moment where they're going to forget Peter, where it becomes obvious that that's what's happening, and her saying, hey, you need to, you know, don't tell me you love me now, you need to come find me and tell me. And the very final scene of No Way Home, where he walks into the coffee shop and sees her and starts introducing herself. Hi, my name's Peter Parker, and then pauses, realizes that she's probably better off without him, and goes, no, I need a coffee. And it recaps all that whilst Peter's reading this note that he can't quite decide. The note that basically explains to MJ who he is to her and like everything up to the point, and he can't decide whether to. He even says in the note, I don't know if I'm just writing this note for me. I don't know if I'm ever going to say this to you.
And they remember him as Spider-Man, though, don't they? They just remember Peter Parker.
Yeah, everyone knows who Spider-Man is, and obviously people, but nobody knows who Peter Parker is.
Yeah.
And anyone who has a relationship with Peter Parker doesn't know who he is, and therefore no one knows that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. That's the thing. Everyone's aware that Spider-Man exists. Yeah. Like Ned even has, you see in this trailer, Ned's made like the Spidey Tracker app.
That end bit of the trailer. Yeah, that end bit of the trailer was good, yeah.
Yeah, and you see it in this new trailer where Ned brings the Spidey Tracker up and he goes, oh, MJ, according to the Spidey Tracker, Spidey's in the vicinity. And then Peter, as Spider-Man, is stood in the window. He stood in the doorframe and goes, oh, really? Wow, yeah, that must be good, that.
It works.
That full costume. It works.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, so there's not a hell of a lot of new stuff in the new Spidey trailer. But there's little bits. Like, a lot of it's rehashing shots that we've seen from the other trailers, but there's some little things in this new one. I don't know if you latched onto anything in particular, Damo, but there's a couple of things that I'm curious about.
See, I'm curious about the Hulk scene. I've seen a lot of speculation that that's going to be Grey Hulk, and they've just changed the colour slightly. Yeah,
I mean, whether it's just the lighting and he looks greyer, but like, you know, the idea this is like, you know, the most savage Hulk we've ever seen, and Grey Hulk is one of the most savage versions of the Hulk, and he definitely his skin tone is definitely more muted than what we've seen. Like, it's not as vivid green. But there has been some speculation, which admittedly I stoked a little bit, by saying that, oh, it's not actually the Hulk, it's actually the Lizard, and they've replaced him with the Hulk for a surprise. It's definitely Hulk. It's 100% Hulk. I mean, you literally get the line in this new trailer of no banner, only Hulk.
Yes.
So it's definite. There's another thing, though, talking about confirmed characters, and you see more of Spidey's interaction with Matt Gargan Scorpion.
Yes.
In this, we've seen like shots of the fight, and they also the slow-mo shot of him, you know, leaning back to avoid it whilst jumping in the air, avoid the tail, which is mimicking a classic comic book panel.
Comic book cover, yeah.
But there's an interaction in this new trailer.
That's what he says, isn't it?
It's what he says, yeah. He says, oh, Spidey, whilst he's squaring up with Scorpion, it's clearly like either just before or just after the fight or something like that. This must be just before. He says, are you sure you want to do this, Scorpion? And then Scorpion says, you think I'm Scorpion?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what? But
who is he?
What do you mean by that? Matt Gargan is Scorpion. He's got the tail. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? You think I'm Scorpion?
See, my theory on that is this whole new Sadie Sink character that everyone thinks is Jean Grey. Is she controlling him?
Yeah, could be. I don't know, but is Scorpion like going to be this mystery of like like it's like the James Bond Spectre organization or something like that? But
did he go by? I can't remember. Did Matt Gargan's Scorpion go by Scorpion in the previous?
I mean, in the comic books, Matt Gargan is Scorpion.
Yeah, but he's been in the previous movie, hasn't he?
I think
did he go by Mac? Scorpion then? Oh, okay.
I think it's just Matt because it's the first one because you see him in Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Yeah,
and he's just a random thug that you get introduced as Matt Gargan. Then he shows his Scorpion tattoo at one point, and and has the interaction with the Vulture at the end where.
Yes.
He said, oh, apparently you know who he is. But which obviously led nowhere because now no one knows who he is. Yeah, like, are they... Is it a case of, like, Matt... Two schools of thought about this. Number one, it's just a throwaway line and it's not going to end up being anything. Number two is they're deviating from it and, like, Scorpion is a different thing. And that Spidey just thinks that Matt Gargan's Scorpion, but he's not. Or number three, Scorpion is a totally different thing. Spidey thinks that Matt Gargan's Scorpion, name drops, oh, you're Scorpion. And then maybe, like, whatever Scorpion is in this movie gets dealt with, and Matt Gargan goes, actually, I kind of like that name. And then adopts
that's what I was thinking.
Is Scorpion going forward?
He doesn't know his villain name.
Yeah, it's like, that's a cool name, actually. I'm having that.
Yeah, it works. It works.
I mean, to be fair, correct me if I'm wrong, I think there's only two personas that Matt Gargan's ever had in the comics. He's been obviously Scorpion, and he was Venom for a bit as well. And they're obviously surely not going to have Matt Gargan Venom.
No, but Venom is in that universe, isn't he, from the end of the films?
Well, yeah, there's a little bit of him left behind, wasn't there? Then again, would you? Because obviously we've had Eddie Brock Venom in the Sonyverse.
Yeah.
Like, if they're going to bring Venom into Marvel, you either got to wait a bit before you reintroduce an Eddie Brock, or someone else is Venom.
Yeah, that's true.
Which, the Insomniac Spider-Man games, Eddie Brock's not even in the picture. Like, Harry's Venom.
Yes, yeah, that's true. Yeah. I was playing that not long ago. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, you could also have...
take.
You could have Matt Gargan be Venom as well, because I don't think he's the best Venom. He's absolutely not the best Venom, comic book wise. However, I'm going to go out on a limb here, with the exception of the classic, because you can't top the original. Actually, a really good Venom design is Matt Gargan's Venom. I don't know if you remember it.
I've seen too many Venoms.
So Matt Gargan's Venom's one of the ones where, like, body wise, it's the same. Like the spider logo's a bit more warped and kind of stretches all over his shoulders and everywhere. But one of the big things about Matt Gargan's Venom is he has eyes. So there's there's the big white patches that take up the most of the Venom head. But inside those white patches, there's two actual eyeballs that are just pure white, but they are actual eyes. And I think it's a really cool design.
My headphones just died. Bear with me 1 second.
Sorry, I'll talk crap about you while you're doing that. But yeah, Matt Gargan could be a really good Venom design. And again, I think if you're going to do something different with the character, but something that's still established in the lore, I think you could definitely have Mac be Venom in the MCU. I mean, again, I don't think you really have... I don't think you can really bring an Eddie Brock in anytime soon.
Well, I am back. My headphones died. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
So I lost all audio.
That's all right. I was just throwing countless abuse your way. But just reiterate what we were saying. I think like Mac, it could be interesting if you make Mac the Venom for the MCU.
Yeah.
because again, his Venom, and look it up by his right, I think his Venom is a cool design. And again, if you want to do something different with Venom while still kind of keeping in the lore, like it'd be interesting. Because again, I don't think you can bring an Eddie Brock in anytime soon.
See, Venom's design changes when he. So obviously, at the moment, the Venom we've seen is the tentacles and whatnot, but he actually adopts the webbing, the spider symbol after he goes on to Spider-Man, isn't it?
Yep.
So I'll be interested to see that version, like them do it
Venom
really
is always
well.
Venom also always takes elements from his host, and like
I've always loved the web that comes out of here from him.
Yeah.
Yes.
That, for me as a kid, that was the coolest bit. Like, they both shoot webs, but like, Spidey, it comes out of his wrist like that, and Venom, he pulls his hand forward and it comes out of almost like the fist. For me, that was the coolest thing when I was a kid. I love that about Venom. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know why that was so cool. It was just a different way of shooting the webs.
I just love how it adopted some of Spider-Man's traits.
Yeah.
Because
and he takes elements of everything.
He's not just human.
Oh yeah, he takes elements of everything as well. It's part of the reason why Mac Gargan's Venom has that different face. Like, he's the most monstrous Venom because it's latched onto an established villain. And
it goes on their personality, doesn't it? Their anger and everything.
Yeah, and it's like, when he's with Flash and it's Agent Venom as well. Like, it ends up being like a tactical suit right up until he loses control, because Flash is a soldier and he's got that discipline and which I quite liked in the Insomniac Spider games, that we got a little bit of Agent Venom with Harry's original look before it corrupts and takes over. So again, we're talking about Venom. There's not going to be any sign of Venom in this movie.
I hope there's some sort of teaser about it.
It's too soon. It's too soon.
Yeah. Okay.
But the fact that Mac says, "You think I'm Scorpion?" That's a little line. What do you mean by that?
Then he just transforms into Venom.
Yeah.
I'm Venom.
So, could you imagine that's what it follows? You think I'm Scorpion? It's like, well, yeah. It's like, no, I'm not Scorpion. No, we are Venom. I would leave my seat if that happened in there.
Yeah, same.
It's not. It's never happening.
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't happen, but it would be good.
So, I mean, there's not a hell of a lot more to go on with this new Spidey trailer, but that was the line that I really wanted to latch onto, because, like, I was watching this trailer going, like, it's fairly nothing, and then there was that one line.
Yeah, that, and if you were MJ in that, and he had that note, because in the end of the movie, he introduced himself as Peter Parker and asked for a coffee.
Yep.
But in the previous trailer, he comes... I forgot the name. He introduced himself in their apartment as a different name.
Oh. I mean, to be fair, I don't think that's a plot hole necessarily, because keep in mind, she's working in a random coffee shop in New York. I mean, how many customers does she see in a day? Like, to her...
No, I get that.
But
if she ever sees this note,
yeah,
she's going to be pissed.
Yeah, and then there is that bit that you've seen in the other trailers where Spidey comes through the window and says, "You got to come with me, you're in trouble. You've got to trust me." And she just looks at him and goes, "Okay."
Yeah.
So
that she always has, doesn't she?
It's like, I just innately trust you.
But every interaction with Spider-Man, she remembers it's not Parker.
Yeah.
So I guess they've been through
But I think maybe there's a bit of her that, like, something like in her soul that's like, I trust this person.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm in love with this person. I just don't know who it is.
So apparently Big Eyes and Red do it for me. Okay.
Yeah.
Spandex apparently is it. All right, okay. That's the Community meme of MJ's just looking at him going, I hope this doesn't awaken something in me.
Do you like trees? Do you like cards? Do you like frogs? What about all three together? Because Ryan has got the place for you. Tell him, Ryan.
How is this you doing a promo for Tree Frog Grading, our partner that grades cards and then gives us a discount code? That was just you throwing it over to me.
Yeah, it's called delegation.
It's called you having this information in front of you for 2 years and never paying attention to it. That's what that is.
Yeah, is it on Braille on my screen? No, it's not.
Good point. Tree Frog Grading is a partner we've had for 2 years now, and you can still get your cards graded and use the code TWD15 for 15% off. That's treefroggrading.com. And don't forget, if they've got any other promotion running on the website, you can add our code on top of that to save yourself even more money. Laferde, it's as easy as that. Get your cards graded. Get your cards graded at a discounted price with the code TWED15. treefroggrading.com.
Ribbit.
Laferde, this is how you do a promo. You ready?
Well, when's someone going to turn up to show me how to do it?
Wow, I'll show you how to do it. Our friend JC has got his very own clothing range. It's called Graffiti Wash. Laferde, you remember JC, don't you, when he came on the podcast?
I do, because we got a few messages and I thought, who is this guy?
Yeah, well, JC came on the podcast and he told us all about his clothing range, Graffiti Wash. And with us, you can get 30% off by using the code TalksWithDorks30. Go check out his clothing range. It's fun, it's funky. Some people call it controversial. As long as you're talking about it, as long as you're buying it, and as long as you're wearing it. Graffiti Wash, TalksWithDorks30 for 30% off. See? Easy as that, mate.
Speaking of controversial, it means you might be able to get some of your own clothes instead of wearing everyone else's.
Fair point.
Right, we've got to do Doomsday though. That's what we were really here for today. Yesterday, at the moment we record this, was when the new Doomsday trailer dropped, and there is stuff to unpack.
There's a lot. There is a lot.
I mean, obviously there's stuff that's already been confirmed, and we've seen. There's also stuff that's already been confirmed, and this was the first time we saw it, but we knew it was coming. And then there's some stuff where speculation is going to run wild. I mean, firstly, short hair Thor. Didn't think we'd be getting short hair Thor again.
Yeah. With both eyes, that's all.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's had the prosthetic eye for a while now. But
do you reckon it's still a prosthetic, or?
Yeah. I think it's just canon. It's a prosthetic, but they'll never acknowledge it. It's just those who know. But short hair Thor, like, keep in mind, he only cut his hair in Ragnarok when he was on Sakaar. It was cut for him.
Yeah.
And then first chance he had to grow it out again when we last saw him in Endgame and, Love and Thunder. It was still long hair Thor, but now we got short hair Thor again. I'm like, what's the reason? Maybe I'm reading too much into this. Maybe it's just Chris Hemsworth can be asked to grow his hair out again. But yeah, what's the reason why he's cut his hair this time?
Yeah, that's true.
Because it was such a big thing for him in Ragnarok. It's like, don't you cut my hair? And
yeah, it was very sacred to him, wasn't it?
Am I reading too much into a haircut? Like,
it's a tricky one, and they've changed the look quite a bit. And he's hammer.
Quite a bit. Yeah.
Well, he's got Stormbreaker and the hammer, isn't he?
And yeah, Mjolnir's back. Mjolnir with no cracks again. Unless I'm misremembering Mjolnir getting properly fixed. Like in Love and Thunder, Mjolnir was shattered. Like it was the shattered Mjolnir that Hela broke in Ragnarok, and all the pieces were still separate, but they'd come together. But you could still see all the cracks in it.
Yeah, I guess it's repaired itself when it came together. I don't know. They might explain it.
Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe they're just saying, fuck it, nothing's canon anymore.
Yeah. Well, there is.
We're bringing all these universes together anyway. Which does make me think,
Earths, isn't it?
Yeah.
In this one.
There's a small part of me that, like, is this like an alternate universe Thor? But I don't think it is, because there's other bits in the film where, in the trailer, where he implies that it is the Thor that we know, including one very big bit near the end, which we're going to talk about.
I think
the "it can't be" moment.
Yes.
But yeah, so we've got short hair Thor. We also see the X-Men in a bit more action. I'm loving that we're getting comic accurate X-Men costumes.
Yeah.
I think we'd seen Cyclops' costume already, but it was really nice to see it in a bit more action in this trailer. And it is 90s X-Men Cyclops.
Yeah.
In live action, and I'm fully here for it. Right.
They've done really well with that.
Yeah, if you've been loving X-Men 97 on Disney Plus, and if you haven't, go and watch X-Men 97 on Disney Plus.
There's a speculation whether Wolverine's going to be in this film.
I don't know.
It's a Hugh Jackman's Wolverine in this film.
Yeah, we talked about this last week. Funny enough, I really it's not going to happen. I really want Deadpool to appear in this film, just because, and sorry for repeating something, but just because Marvel movies are rated 12. So he gets one F-bomb all movie. And I just like the idea of Deadpool just constantly catching himself and stopping himself from swearing, saving it up for that one good one that he's going to be able to use. And then just as he's about to drop it, someone else says it.
Yeah. Gambit. Oh my God, he's in.
Yes, Gambit is in. I'm so glad for this. Channing Tatum's Gambit is back in this film. I was worried. I was so glad that we got him in Deadpool Wolverine, because like he's been begging for that part for ages. The film got cancelled. The memes that have come from his lines just from that film alone.
They memed it in the film, didn't they? Talking about him being stuck in a void or something. So his movie's in a void.
It's just the lines as well.
Yeah.
What was it? So, oh, I'm about to make a name for myself here. I'm not attempting the accent, but yeah, I thought it might have been a one-off though. Like, just a case of, hey, we got to say, if this is the only time you do it, we got to say that we brought Channing Tatum's Gambit to the big screen in a film that's probably going to get made non-canon anyway, because it happened all in the void. But he's back. He's officially part of the X-Men. Whatever version of the X-Men ends up getting kept going forward, we get another go-round of Channing's Gambit in this one at the very least.
Yeah, because you see, I can't remember if it's the last film or in this trailer now, because I was watching a few, but it's in his eyes you see one of them portals open up.
Yeah.
So that's obviously how he escapes.
Yeah. That's the thing that's still being kept very close to people's chests at the moment, is like how these three timelines converge. One thing we do know from last week, with a poster that was shared, is that Loki is confirmed for this movie.
Yeah,
because there was a poster that was shared by the I'm going to get the job title slightly wrong, but it was like the director of visual something or other at Marvel tweeted like a graphic of all the heroes that were confirmed so far and their official looks, and right in the middle, so small it's easy to miss, is Loki sat on his throne. So yeah, maybe it's just because Loki. But, he's in charge of the sacred timeline and all the different threads from now. So maybe it's just something goes wrong with him, or more, perhaps even he deliberately does it because of the threat.
Well, there's a few theories. Obviously, Loki can manipulate reality, can't he? And there's a theory that Doom is going to take his power so he can do that. Yeah.
But yeah, so one way or another, how these timelines converge could be Loki, could be different. I don't know, but... yeah, the fact we're getting Channing, brilliant. The fact we're getting the X-Men 97 looks as well, which I'm fully on board with. And speaking of, one thing we did see in this film, Mystique.
Yes.
I keep saying film, trailer. Mystique is in this. And comic accurate costume for Mystique as well.
Yes. It's the original actor, because she survived, didn't she? When Wolverine changed the timeline.
Yeah. It's not Jennifer Lawrence.
No. That's younger version.
Yeah, that's young Mystique, and also Jennifer Lawrence famously hated the body paint and everything like that, and was very happy to get killed off. It's actually hilarious watching like the prequel X-Men films, is you see her makeup getting more and more simplistic as those films go on. Just because like Jennifer Lawrence is like minimal amount of time in the makeup chair, please.
Yeah.
But yeah, what is it? It's my head says Rebecca Romaine. Is that the original Mystique was? Am I going mental? If it's her, how old would she be now? Like, surely she'd be in her 50s by now.
Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah,
Rebecca Romaine. Let me check.
That name's just sprung to mind. I could be totally wrong. It's gonna be a very quick Google search here. Like, who played Mystique in the original X-Men movies? But yeah, if it is her, then
yes,
yeah, fantastic. It is. Oh, fantastic. I thought I was going mental. So yeah, she's only in it for like half. She's in the trailer for like half a second, and half of that time is spent with her morphing from Mystique into Yelena, Florence Pugh's character of the Black Widow. So yeah, you do not get much of a look at Mystique. And even then, it's full blue Mystique as well. Like, if it's Rebecca Romaine, brilliant. Either or. It's definitely, like, I got enough of a look at the face tonight. It's definitely not Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, 100%, yeah. No, it's definitely Rebecca.
Yeah, it's either Rebecca or it's someone new.
I didn't see in that trailer, but I heard Nightcrawler's coming back.
Yeah, I think so. And it is... Yeah, it is
The original
It is the
from
original
the movie. Yeah.
Yes, which take nothing away from the First Class and that timeline version of Nightcrawler, but you cannot beat Alan Cummings' Nightcrawler. Like, it is. Yeah, he's back, so fantastic. But yeah, I'm loving that we're getting all the comic accurate suits for X-Men. Like, Wolverine has opened the floodgates for this.
Yeah.
And dear God, why have we waited until now to get them?
Oh no, yeah. I've always wanted Wolverine, because there was a secret ending to them original movies where Wolverine opens that suitcase on a jet.
Ah, yeah, isn't it the Wolverine? Isn't it the? Is the one
It
in
might
Japan?
have been. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. He opens it and the suit's there, and it's like,
Yeah,
just wear it.
Yeah,
He didn't wear it once in them original X-Men films.
It's a sign of the times. Like with the first one being like, it was filmed in the 90s. It released in 2000, 2001. Like, the whole black leather Matrix look was in. Like Blade had just done really well as well. So of course they're all in the cool black bodysuits. And there's that line from Cyclops in the first one where Wolverine comments on the suits, and Cyclops goes, "What do you want? Yellow spandex?" Yes, that's exactly what we want.
Yeah, that's what we need, and we got it.
Yeah,
thanks to Deadpool.
And again, Deadpool Wolverine as well. Like, have you ever seen the interview with Hugh Jackman where he talks about when he wore that suit for the first time on set? And he wore that suit for the very first time on set, and he walks onto set in full Wolverine mask, yellow spandex, everything. And he said, like, these are a bunch of guys on the crew who have done so many films, it's ridiculous, and so many comic book movies as well. And near enough, all of them just stopped and looked. and apparently one member of the crew just walked up to him and went, "This is the best day of my life."
It really would. Seeing him for the first time in full suit. Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, we're definitely comic book accurate Cyclops confirmed, comic book accurate Mystique confirmed. Gambit was already comic book accurate from Deadpool Wolverine. He's back.
Yeah. One other character back that you wanted to speak about, I guess.
Oh yeah, let's get to the end of this trailer.
There's a theory on that as well. That
I've got my. Are we about to say the same theory? Will you mute your phone, man?
My Ring doorbell's going mad. Right, that's muted.
We're nothing if not professional on Talks with Dorks.
Yeah. Didn't expect someone to be walking past my door to annoy me.
Right, yeah. Towards the tail end of this trailer, there's a few other things we could talk about. But we've got to talk about the big thing at the end, which is the vast majority of this trailer is done from Thor's perspective. Like, he's narrating over it as well, saying, I've fought with people who've fought countless battles, who died to less than this. Really hyping up Doom. And obviously, the one of the things you see is that Thor full send, leaping strike with Stormbreaker, lightning charged. The same strike that in Infinity War got through the power of all 4 or 5 Infinity Stones that Thanos had at the time, and blasted through the power of that and hit a strike to the chest. Same blow. In fact, arguably a more powerful blow than he did for that. Doctor Doom, 2 fingers, catches and parries.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That just shows their levels, doesn't it?
So anyone who thinks that Doctor Doom is just Iron Man but evil.
Extremely powerful Doom is.
Yeah. Like, there's a reason why Doctor Doom is, and I think Doctor Doom has never properly been done justice. On screen. Like, we've had some good looks. Like, he was fairly comic book accurate look in the first Fantastic Four movie, and is taken out of commission very quickly.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of things, we don't talk about Fan Four Stick. We don't. He's terrible in that. Changed everything about him. But this is Doom. This is. I'm excited, but I'm going on a tangent.
Well, one thing, with that, what does Thor say in that trailer?
Oh,
it can't be.
Yes. Tail end of the trailer, like the last shots.
Now, is he saying that because of who we saw in the trailer, or is he saying that because of the Doom? We all know who Doom is.
Yeah, it can't be a totally unrelated line that's just been stitched in here
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah,
So
which would be
in
crazy.
So in the trailer, and I feel like I should say it right now for anyone who's not seen the trailer yet, major spoilers next. Like if you haven't watched the trailer yet, I encourage you to pause this and then go watch it now, because I don't want to be the first that you hear of this next bit. Okay, you're still with us? Lovely. Right, so end of the trailer. And yeah, you see Thor stood in a corridor somewhere, and with the shocked look on his face, like disbelief, and he just says, "It can't be." And you hear a very familiar voice that I actually at first thought was Tony Stark's voice before realizing who it was coming from, and I went, no, that voice is Steve Rogers' voice.
Looks so different, doesn't it?
And yeah, he's there, long hair, beard, young Steve Rogers as well. Keeping in mind, last time we saw him canonically was Old Man Steve. Yeah, young Steve Rogers standing across from Thor, and then just to prove that it's really him, reaches out a hand, not for a handshake, but to bring Mjolnir over to him, because Steve is worthy. After Endgame, it's really him, because Mjolnir comes to him.
A crazy scene, I know.
So yeah, it'd been rumored, but Steve Rogers apparently is back now. And yeah, it's worthy Steve. But also, it's young Steve. Where's young Steve come from? Like, has he come back in time? Blah blah blah. Is it Steve from a different timeline? What is it? But speaking of timelines, I want to throw you the craziest theory that I've heard in the last 24 hours, and I don't necessarily believe this. But knowing Marvel's tendency to edit trailers and spend, a stupid amount of money to keep fans guessing. Like, famously, fully CGI'd the Hulk running in Endgame, and not in Infinity War's trailer, when the Hulk's not even in that movie. It's Bruce Banner in the Hulkbuster armor. But they did a full CGI of the Hulk just to keep people guessing. But yeah, I'm curious if you've heard this theory. The theory is, whether Steve's in this film or not is a different question entirely, and I think he still will make an appearance in this film, but the theory for that particular scene is it's not Steve.
Yes. That is the theory I heard, yeah. That it's Tony Stark, Victor Von Doom. And it could be CG, or it could be the reality warping. But then is it saying it can't be because he saw Tony Stark die? And now he's seeing him as this different person?
Yeah. So that's mean, is it? Yeah, that's the theory number. I've had another theory as well. So yeah, theory number one is it's not Steve, and the whole handing off of the hammer doesn't actually happen. It's him reacting to "it can't be" to seeing Doom reveal his face, and it's obviously looks like Tony Stark. The other theory I've had is that the handoff of the hammer does happen, and the "it can't be" does happen, but it's not Steve Rogers. Specifically, the theory that I've had, and it's something that we mentioned earlier on, is confirmed to be in this film. The theory I've heard is that is an interaction between Thor and Loki.
Oh.
Which...
Because the long hair.
Yeah. And...
his face looked different, didn't it?
If it is Loki, and again, it could be that they've just seen, they did... They could be they even filmed another version of that scene where, Chris Evans did a stand-in. But the theory is the actual version of that scene we're going to get is Steve Rogers is not even in the equation in this scene. It's Thor seeing Loki for the first time. Keep in mind, the last time he saw Loki was when he got strangled by Thanos.
Yeah.
Saying, "It can't be. How the hell is my brother standing in front of me here?" But the hammer handoff still happens. Loki brings his hand out and calls Mjolnir to him to be like, "I'm worthy now." After everything that's gone on in the Loki series.
TVA, yeah.
Yeah.
He's definitely in it, because they show him with we never saw that TVA card that he had in the TVA.
Yeah.
So that's a different part of it.
And there is a shot of Loki in this trailer, at the TVA, but it feels like it's an old shot.
He's wearing the TVA outfit, isn't he?
So it feels like an old shot from the series. just to confirm Loki's in it and maybe possibly throw us off the scent of what's actually happening here.
Yes.
But I don't know if I believe it. Like, part of me is just like, actually, I think it is just Steve. Like,
It could be, yeah.
That would make perfect sense, you know. Last time we saw Steve, it was old man Steve, like he's retired, and like, we're never going to see him again. And then it's just, fuck me, Steve's here.
But it's
then,
Johnny
yeah.
Storm behind him in that shot, isn't it?
Yeah, the Fantastic Four, Johnny Storm, like the new Fantastic Four. Much as I'd love to see a version of this multiverse thing where Chris Evans, Steve Rogers, and Chris Evans, Johnny Storm are in the same scene together.
Why was he there? Did he bring him? But
But
Is
yeah,
it an older version of him?
Yeah, but I love these theories, and I think both theories. That part of me really likes this Loki theory.
Yeah.
That, yeah, again, it's him reacting to, oh my, how's Loki standing in front of me, and then Loki proves that he's worthy now after all the shit that he's gone through by calling Mjolnir over to him. Like that would be a moment, but like takes nothing away still from just that reunion of Thor and Cap. And again, if it is exactly as it's played out in the trailer, that idea of like, no, it is me, because look, Mjolnir comes over.
He wouldn't believe it if he took Mjolnir. If like, you're not worthy, never.
So you can't be Steve. No, I am.
Yeah.
Have any of you watched back any of our TDW shows recently?
Watched them back. I've done nothing but I'm the guy editing all of them.
But no, where would we find it? YouTube or?
Oh,
Again, mate, like, you're part of this podcast. How do you not know that we have a Patreon page? You've got content on there that you made.
Yeah, but I didn't know what I was doing. I couldn't see what I was doing.
It always goes back to the site. Kurt, you're quite good with this. Why don't you give Laferde the little rundown on how, where, and what is available on offer for him to get our Patreon page?
Kurt, do it in your announcer voice.
it is easy to find, even if you're visually challenged. And yes, I will do it in the announcer voice.
Get in.
Ladies and gentlemen, did you know that Talks with Dorks has its own Patreon page where you can find exclusive content recorded by our very own man who doesn't have a single clue what he's doing, the one and only Laferde. You can also see all of TDW's full wrestling events in all of their glory as they happened live, with exclusive match commentary and behind the scenes and backstage interviews as well, plus a whole heap more besides that. It's all available on the Talks with Dorks Patreon, patreon.com/TalkDorkPodcast.
See, Laferde, if you could, you've been around for 2 years and you still can't make an effort like that at all.
Well, if I was a goose, I'd have bumps right now. Just hearing Kurt with that announcer voice is just worth pissing you off every week.
Really? And did you know, Laferde, that you don't even have to pay for the first month? We have got a link that will be down below that you can get the first month free.
It means at the bottom of the video, not Australia.
What did I say?
Down below.
That's down under.
Not up here, it's not.
Fair enough.
Please subscribe, we need the money.
Find us at patreon.com/TalkDorkPodcast. 1 month free if you click the link below.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so psyched for this movie, and it is just a matter of months away. 4 months. It's out in November, and can it come quickly, please?
November, I saw December the 18th.
Hang on. No, yes, you're right. December the 18th. Thank you. Yes, December the 18th. That is bold, if you ask me. Like, less than a week till Christmas.
Yes, yeah. Everyone's going to be spending their money on Christmas. And
Yeah,
they're like, nope, you can go watch Endgame. Or don't. Wait until after.
I'm sorry, little Timmy. No PS5 this year because Dad needs to go watch Doomsday.
Yeah. That's where I'll be.
No, you're not coming with me. This is for me.
This is my childhood.
I don't know about you. This is what I'm like. Like my 31-year-old ass is like, this is like me. Like anytime they come out with like a sequel to a film that's like really belated sequel to like a film that it's like that I saw as a kid. Like this was me when like the Incredibles sequel came out.
Yeah.
It's obviously the Disney superhero movie Incredibles. That movie came out in 2004 originally. Like I saw it when I was 8 for the first time, and they waited like nearly 20 years to do a sequel. And then I go to see it, and there are so many kids in the screen, running around hyperactive, talking amongst themselves. And I'm literally sitting there going like, you will shut the fuck up. I waited 20 years for this.
You don't even know what it's about.
You watched it on Disney Plus last week. Go screw yourself. This is for me.
Yeah. Oh, that shot as well with, I don't know whether that's the whole team, but obviously on the left-hand side, you had the Thunderbolts.
Yes.
Down the middle, you had the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
And on the right, you had old Avengers.
Yeah, Red Guardian is definitely confirmed. I'm 99% certain.
Yeah.
Is
it Sentient? Sentient or Sentinel?
Sentinel.
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 He was... his foot was in the shot, but he weren't in the shot. It's his socks and sandals.
Oh no, that feet anywhere.
Yeah, the socks and sandals.
All right, Tarantino. Yeah, I mean, there's so much to unpack about this.
But that's another theory, is Doom will use him to take Loki's power.
Well, Sentinel.
Yes.
Sentry, that's his name.
Sentry, that's the name.
Sentinels are the big
Sentinels were in there because of the X-Men scene with...
Yeah. No, Sentry.
Cyclops.
Sentry is the, essentially Superman, but Marvel's version. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I think Sentry canonically goes evil at some point in the comics, if memory serves.
Oh, this could be it. With Doom.
I might be getting my superheroes confirmed, but I'm pretty sure Sentry has a dark side in the comics.
Oh, spoiler. Dark side.
God, that'll be the next one, won't it? James Gunn, where he's done both now, will find a way to get Marvel and DC to do a collab. If any man can do it.
That's true. That is true.
I mean, there's been those once in a blue moon crossover collabs with Marvel and DC, and they're so weird when they happen.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's only ever happened twice.
Yeah, it's been a long time ago, isn't it?
Yeah, one was like because they did like a run called I think it was like Amalgam Comics, where like they'd come up with like brand new heroes. It was co-written Marvel and DC, but they'd come up with brand new heroes that were like a hybrid of two existing, one from Marvel, one from DC. Like it was Wolverine blended with Batman, and he was called Dark Claw, which by the way is shit. But it's also the weirdest design as well. Like, look up Dark Claw. It is the weirdest character design ever.
I'll have to look him up after this, yeah.
Yeah. But there was that run that they did, but there was also a run that they did as a collab as well, where like it was an actual storyline where the heroes and villains were teaming up. So there was one where it was I can't remember which two heroes teamed up. Like every part of me thinks that it must be Spider-Man and Batman, because I know for a fact the villains... No, it can't be. I think it was like Batman and Captain America, maybe, because the villains are the Joker and Red Skull in this particular comic. So surely Batman and Captain America. And there's a brilliant moment where it's like we're right near the end of that particular storyline in that crossover comic. The Joker finds out that the Red Skull is a Nazi. and literally the Joker, that they're midway through like this climactic moment where like they're carrying out their evil plan, and the Joker, while squaring up with Batman and Captain America, finds out that the Red Skull's a Nazi, and he like turns around to the Red Skull and goes, "Hang on, are you a Nazi?" And Red Skull's like, "Yeah." At which point the Joker immediately turns on Red Skull. And helps the heroes defeat him. And the line that the Joker uses is like, "I might be a homicidal maniac, but I'm an American homicidal maniac."
It worked.
It's the weirdest comic book. Again, one of only, I think, two in my memory at the very least, two times that DC and Marvel have actually properly collabed. Like these Amalgam comics were absolute batshit, but like that particular run where it was like a hybrid, bringing together two heroes, like, but keeping them still separate. Like it's the two heroes and two villains teaming up. That, as forgettable as that run might be, despite how iconic it was, like those couple of panels live rent free in my brain. It's just like I think that as far as like great underappreciated Joker lines, that is up there amongst the animated series. So I might be insane enough to take on Batman, but the IRS, no way.
That's a good line for the Joker.
So it's those beautiful moments where like where the Joker's just like, yeah, I might be, it's like, yeah, I might be crazy, but yeah, here's my limit.
I'm with the Americans.
Oh god, I'm loving this beautiful ADHD tangent my brain's going on.
Memory lane.
Well, we'll start wrapping up in a second because yeah, this was basically just it today. Like two big Marvel trailers dropping in the space of a day. As we go to record this podcast. And I thank Marvel for brilliant timing because I cannot understate this enough. I had nothing for this episode, if you asked me yesterday. But yeah, I mean, go and watch those trailers yourself. They're both pretty much the exact same length, about 2 minutes 25.
I think, is it 7 days Spider-Man is being released? 28?
2 weeks at the moment we record this. So by the time this goes out, it'll be closer to a week.
Yeah.
I cannot wait. I went to the cinema just a couple of days ago with my other half, and we were going to see the Moana live action version, which, by the way, I will just go out on a limb and say, don't worry, I'm not going to do a full Moana review. What I will say is, if you are expecting something brand new, and what they're going to do with this film, like it is basically a shot-for-shot remake. Like there's a couple of lines that are added or different, but other than that, it is near enough beat for beat, shot for shot, one for one, same movie. The thing that's interesting about it is, yeah, if I'm going to give anyone a recommendation on how to watch the Moana movie, go there for nostalgia. I mean, it's 10 years old nostalgia. Like I still can't believe they remade it this soon. Literally, the only reason is because The Rock is still able to play a live action god. But yeah, go watch it for nostalgia, so you can say all your favourite lines again, and go watch it with like that curiousness of, I wonder how this scene will translate to live action. You know, how will that work? Like, how are they going to do that bit? Like, go there with that logic, and you'll have a great time. Once you've seen it once, there's no reason to go see it again. If I'm being honest, like the animated film has everything else.
I've never seen Moana.
To be fair, it's, as this, you know, I will say that it depends on your mileage on Disney films, but I will maintain it is one of the better ones.
Okay.
I mean, it's got Lin-Manuel Miranda on the music for it, which is, you know, if nothing else, the songs are catchy AF.
Oh yeah, I've heard the songs.
It's a good movie. It does hold up. Of the newer Disney movies, there's a lot of them that are very passable. No, Moana is good. I definitely would rate it. But yeah, live action movie. Yeah, I'll give it a solid 6 or 7 out of 10. Like, it's not lighting the world on fire. There's nothing new. You can 100% miss it. But if you're interested in just, you know, having that nostalgia and seeing, how does this thing translate? Go see it. You'll have a laugh. And to the one child who, like, anytime I've gone to see a Disney movie, to the one child who was talking loudly and running around in front of me and you know, talking over everything, I hope you appreciate my resistance to dropkick you. I've turned into that bitter 30-year-old now.
It's a kid's film. No, it's not. It's my film.
And again, like the hypocrisy of me, like I have ADHD, and and I get really annoyed when the kids are running around hyperactive. But yeah, back onto the nerd stuff. Doomsday is 4 months away. More importantly, Spidey is less than 2 weeks away, and both trailers, I don't know which one I'm more excited for.
I'm just glad we get one this month, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad we're getting 2 big Marvel movies
this year.
There's been a lot of fine Marvel stuff, but it's been a while since I've been genuinely this excited for a new Marvel release.
Yes.
And, you know, we've said it on the podcast before. I think it's DC's game to lose at the moment, you know, especially with everything James Gunn's doing with DC. That's the most excited I've been for DC movies in a long time. Marvel had kind of fallen off a little bit, but I think this is Marvel basically saying, hold my beer.
Yeah. We're back.
And yeah, not much more to say at this point. Again, 2 big trailers, 2 films we're massively hyped for. Go watch those 2 trailers yourself if you've got a spare 5 minutes. And if you haven't, make a spare 5 minutes. Obviously, you know, if anything more comes out of these, I'm looking forward to unpacking all the rumour mills as we get closer and closer. But in the meantime, I've been Kurt.
I've been Damo.
This is Talks with Dorks, and we will see you later.
I'm the king of the doors, trying to close